the left is the W.J. Newman Dam. It was built back in 1927 to hold back the rushing waters of Bell Creek and also to create artificial Lake Delton. This was rumored to be the location of the breach back in 2008. However, this is not true. The dam held up and it did its job. At this time, feel free to take all the dam pictures that you want. How do you guys want to go into lake today? Slow or fast? Just keep in mind, once we hit the water, a little bit of mist might come up getting me on the first few rows, just a little bit wet. But that is nothing compared to the 80-foot tidal wave that'll be coming up the back deck. So if you have any belongings on the floor, you might want to pick them up now, otherwise I will pick them up later and sell them on eBay. I was not kidding. But if you did happen to get a little bit wet there, just keep in mind that this is artificial Lake Delton. That means this is artificial water. That being said, you are not actually wet. To give you guys a good perspective of where we're at in the Dells today, just past those trees that way would be Noah's Ark, America's largest water park. That brown building over there with the green roof, that is the wilderness. And just down that way you might be able to see a couple of floating white blocks. Those belong to the Tommy Bartlett Show. And if you look behind us at those rocks and trees back there, well, that has nothing to do with today's tour. I just thought I'd give you guys a rare opportunity to look out the rear end of a duck. It was built back in 1855 by Captain Abraham Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was a signer of the Wisconsin Constitution, a Civil War hero, and close friends with 16th President Abraham Lincoln. And throughout her many world tours, she brought back many priceless artifacts that remain in the house today, with big green machines at the front doors. However, I'll do you guys the next best thing, and this is to show you some photos of the inside of Dawn Manor later in our tour. Off to the right is the best view that you'll be getting of County Highway A, the location of the breach back in 2008. I was pretty fortunate though, it just barely missed my house.
Que es su casa.
¿Qué dice?
Que es su casa era.
¿Eh?
Dice que es su casa.
As you not believe we'll be seeing many bears today though. Because just this morning I went out and drove some goal lines around this entire area. Now we all know that those bears can never cross those. This roller coaster hill, so put your hands up and enjoy the ride. Take that, Six Flags. If you thought that was fun, you should have been here last year when we had the loop. Now who wants to try that in reverse? Hold on. Just kidding. I like my job. We are now sitting on top of Laszlo Point. Laszlo Point consists of for two different reasons. One, it is a last good look at the beginning of the Wisconsin River today. You can actually see where we enter the river down at Echo Point. Echo Point. Echo Point. Echo Point. And second, directly in front of us is Suicide Hill. And based off that I haven't had rise. It's a right turn, right? If you look off to the right, you can see why it gets its name Suicide Hill, because of the 50-foot drop-off. But don't worry, here at the original Wisconsin Ducks, we are all about your safety, so I installed that steel mesh barricade. Now you may be thinking that's just chicken wire, but hang down the harvester assured me if it can hold back a chicken, it can most certainly hold back a duck. Off to the left is the Lake of the Dells, built back in 1943 for the sole purpose of breeding the Wisconsin state bird, the mosquito. That brown box right there, that's my mailbox. And right over there, that's my pad.